Hello my dear students, myself Krutika Patel. Today we are going to continue with our topic we have already covered from class 10th, Social Science, Democratics, chapter number 4, Gender, Religion and Caste. We have already seen the topic, the gender and politics, which says is being a girl a crime. We have seen the discrimination done against women, the different aspects of life when women are being discriminated. The literacy rate in women is 54, whereas in men it is 76. Women are even paid less. There are lots of discrimination, we can see it over here. The society just says that the role of woman is to be housewife and raise the children, and they ignore the work being done by the woman. In India, most of the parents prefer to have son than the girls. They find various ways to even abort the girl child. Even the gender ratio is lesser than men. The report says that various kinds of harassment, exploitation and violence both in rural and urban area happens with the women. Women are not safe at home and even in the outside places. We have already covered this. So for this, the feminist movement has taken place. What does this mean? The feminist movement means the organization, the movement organized by the Women's Organization for Equality for Women in Personal and Family Life. This is some pictures of feminist movement. What was the effect of feminist movement? Women got great access to education, equitable pay with the men, even the other different rights of property and many other rights in the political situation. So women got reservations in the local government. It is said that one third of women are in local government. 1/3 seats for the women in the local government, but still the bill is being passed. These are the women of India who are there in the political parties of different places. Here we see that there is gender equality. This is the demand. Today we can see this. Nowadays women are working as scientists and doctors. Yes, we can see women and men are at equal position. If woman is given equal right, they can even look after the household work, look after children, and even handle all the official work also. So it is said that women's participation has increased the literacy rate. Political parties should give proper representation to women members. So here we come to an end of the topic we have already discussed. As our chapter says, gender, religion and caste. So our next topic, the first topic which we have covered is gender. So our next topic is religion and politics. The constitution clearly says that India does not have any official religion. For example, if we talk about Sri Lanka has its own religion, Pakistan has its own religion, England has its own religion, but here in India there is no official religion. Everyone is allowed to follow any religion they wish. As said by Mahatma Gandhi, politics must be guided by ethics drawn from all the religion, and politics should be kept away from religion. But here in India, the politics in religion plays religion plays very huge role in Indian politics. You can see when politics and religion come together, it creates a big disaster. So here ideas, ideals and values drawn from different religions should play important role in politics. So here, first, to understand the combination of religion and politics, we need to understand communalism. Now, what is communalism? Communalism is a situation. It is a situation where a particular community tries to promote its own interest, at the cost of other communities, at the cost of they dominate other communities and bring their own community at the importance. So when does communalism problem becomes acute? When belief of one religion are presented as superior, when the demand of one religious groups are formed in the opposition to another, when the state power is used, when this is important, where the state power is used to establish the domination of one religion over the other. You can see this many different religions. There are many other religions prevailing in India. These are few religions which are there, which are followed in India. So communalism takes various forms in politics. So what are those forms? The most common expression of communalism is in everyday's belief involving religious prejudice. Now what is prejudice? Biasness, bhedbhav, stereotypes of religious communities. Stereotypes I have already explained. What is stereotypes? A deep feeling, and the belief in superiority of one's religion. A communal mind often leads to the quest for political dominance. So it dominates the other religious community. One will become powerful and dominate the other one. The political mobilization on religious lies involve the value, the usage of sacred symbols, religious leaders, emotional appeals, and many other things which brings the follower of one religion toward in the political area. So it brings to violence, riots and massacre. India and Pakistan has suffered some of the most worst things. So this India and Pakistan have already faced this thing. So here it is said that the ideal of communal politics, most of these beliefs are not true. People of one religion don't have the same interest and aspiration in every content. Everyone has several other roles. All these boys have the right to be heard. So as a result of minority community, they should not suffer. Any religion, if they are in minority, they should not suffer. I hope that majority and minority concept is almost clear to you. The religion which is there in majority, maximum, they are termed as majority. Minority means if this community is less in amount, and so they are termed as minority. And when the majority community wants to rule over the minority using politics, that is known as communal politics. I hope the concept of communal politics is clear to you. Now what is secular state? India is called secular state. What is secular state now? It is there is no official language for any Indian state. Now if we talk about Hindi is not for any particular state. India's official language is Hindi, but there is no such Indian official religion, that particular religion. Like if we talk about Gujarat has its its language, that is Gujarati. but it does not have any religion. So here the Constitution provides all the individuals and the communities freedom to process and practice their own religion. No discrimination on the basis of religion, and also the untouchability is banned. So here it says stop communalism to start the progress. So here with this quote we end with our topic religion and politics. I hope the topic is clear to you. Thank you. Till then, bye bye.